Have you ever watched a video, perhaps of a nature scene or even just your backyard, and something just felt off? Maybe a fleeting shadow, an odd movement, or a detail that seems out of place. Today, we are going to explore how to carefully examine recorded footage for those subtle, yet significant, anomalies. When checking footage for unusual patterns, you should primarily look for anomalies in movement, light, and shadow, as well as inconsistencies in environmental interaction and scale. These specific patterns can often point to something unexpected or out of the ordinary, challenging our everyday assumptions about what is captured on camera. The reason these patterns are so important is that recorded footage, whether from a security camera, a phone, or a dedicated field camera, offers an objective record that helps bypass our immediate human biases. Our brains often filter what we see in real time, leading us to miss details. A recording, however, holds every piece of visual information, allowing for methodical, frame-by-frame analysis. This systematic approach can reveal anomalies that suggest something truly unusual has occurred, lending credibility to an observation. To effectively uncover these anomalies, start by systematically examining the footage. First, focus on any unusual movement patterns. Look for gaits that seem unnatural for known creatures, speeds that defy biological expectations, or objects that appear to float or stop abruptly without a clear cause. Next, pay close attention to light and shadow. Is there an unexplained light source, or are shadows moving independently or cast in ways that do not align with the visible environment and time of day? Also, scrutinize environmental interactions. Note if an object or figure appears to interact with its surroundings in an inexplicable way, such as a branch moving without wind, or an object disappearing and reappearing abruptly. Crucially, perform a consistency check for breaks in continuity. Does an object change shape or disappear entirely between frames, or does the background suddenly shift? Furthermore, evaluate the scale and proportion of any observed figure. Does it seem disproportionate to its known surroundings, appearing too large or small for any recognized animal? Finally, do not neglect peripheral movement, as our eyes tend to focus centrally, often overlooking subtle movements at the edges of the frame. An expert tip for analyzing footage is to use specialized software that allows for frame scrubbing, meaning you can move through the video frame by frame, both forward and backward, at very slow speeds. This technique is invaluable for catching fleeting anomalies that might otherwise be missed. Additionally, adjust the video's contrast and brightness to reveal hidden details in very dark or overexposed areas. Sometimes, a seemingly insignificant blur can resolve into a distinct shape when these settings are altered. Paying meticulous attention to these overlooked visual cues, and understanding that our perception can be tricked, makes us more adept at discerning genuine anomalies from mundane misinterpretations, elevating our analytical capabilities. By diligently applying these observation methods, you empower yourself to become a more discerning investigator of mysterious visual evidence. Learning to meticulously identify these unusual patterns provides a clear advantage in separating the truly inexplicable from common phenomena. It allows you to move beyond casual observation and deeply analyze footage for hidden insights, giving you a greater ability to understand the unusual things you might encounter on screen.